Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. After the incompletion, it's second down. Harris will throw. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
The Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Got his man on the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not for the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Harris back to pass. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. And wings it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to pass on second down. Finds his target down the middle. At the 35, he's got room. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quicker.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He's going to bring it out from deep. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Harris will throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. Using the quick game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Corner's going to give them room. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Looking to move it through the air. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Good timing on the quick out.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Proctor.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Harris back to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He tries to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Connor? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. He'll try it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Harris will throw. Feeling some heat. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll test the right side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position, and the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route. Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They'll go right back to the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Harris back to pass. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Going over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a 3rd and long. Harris will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. He wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Might be looking to run. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played past, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky! On to attempt to try. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can in bounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. There he goes down the right side. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. unleashes one. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
On the play. And first down for the offense.
Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense, quick tempo. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Harris back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's a first down for the offense.
to the air on first down. Working the middle. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Gain of 35 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The aerial assault continues. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And it's on the ground. Bounced right back to them. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways